Hey, good morning, guys. I'm so excited to join you guys this morning. Today I'm wrapping up our Hearing God's Voice series. I have a quick encouragement to give you guys to kind of bring everything together that you guys have been hearing from Pastor Bill and Jenna and Katie and Eric this week. And so I hope it encourages you guys. And so today I kind of just was thinking about what it means to hear God's voice, right? And maybe a time in my life where I was struggling to hear His voice. And I was thinking about a couple years ago when I really needed God to provide for me financially. And it came down to this one night where I was praying and I was seeking God. And I found myself becoming more and more angry because the more I prayed, it seemed like the less I was hearing His voice. And I got to this point where I realized that I had begun to almost try to hold God hostage to His promises, right? Because He wasn't moving in my timing, because He wasn't working in the way that I wanted Him to work. And it led to me becoming bitter. And so as I was praying that night, I felt like the Lord began to speak to me, and He began to share with me that I can't hold Him hostage to things that He promised to say, but I can expect for Him to fulfill His promises in His own timing. And so I know sometimes hearing God's voice is a struggle, especially when you need Him to speak like now. But God is a faithful Father, and one of the things I learned through that lesson is that a part of hearing God's voice is understanding that God will speak when He wants to speak, not when you want Him to speak. And so there is it's a relationship, right? I can't force somebody I love to speak to me if they don't want to speak to me, or if they're not ready to speak to me. And in the same way, you can't force God to speak to you just because you believe or you feel or you need Him to speak right now. God will speak when He wants to speak. And when He speaks, you will hear His voice, and it will be good, and the timing will be perfect because God works in perfect timing. And so that's what I got for you guys this morning. I just would encourage you guys to check your heart motives, right? To check your heart before you're coming to the Lord, so that you're not coming to Him with wrong motives. So you're not viewing Him in the wrong light as you're trying to receive from Him. But make sure that your eyes and your heart are right before the Lord, and that you are viewing Him in the correct lens. And that is the lens that He is a good Father, and that He is faithful and trustworthy. And if you commit everything you do to Him, then He is faithful to help you. Amen. All right, that's what I got for you guys this week. I hope that this series of hearing God's voice has been extreme blessing to you guys, and super helpful. And I can't wait to share what God has put on all of our hearts in this upcoming week. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.